Nanos says he absolutely does. Attorney Elura Nanos isn't so sure. Why aren't you so sure?
Well, it's amazing to me that this guy is bringing a lawsuit and saying, hey, I cheated, and now University of North Carolina, it's your fault that I cheated.
Well, he may not have cheated. He might have just been given a pass by professors. And now he realizes, having not become a big star, that the education was going to fall back on isn't there.
When we look at the investigation report, it says that these student athletes were doing zero work, zero participation in class, not any lectures, but yet they were getting good grades. And when you're doing nothing, yet getting good grades, that is cheating.
Interesting. What do you think, Elura?
I think this isn't about cheating. I think this is about contracting. The schools go to these athletes, and by the way, it's not just this one guy. It's an entire class action. So it's tons of athletes.
Look, a few thousand athletes
Yeah, a few thousand
athletes.
Right? And what happens is the school lures them to go to that school because, and the scholarship is a major part of what the promise is, and if the school doesn't actually give them an education, that's a breach of contract. I get it that these athletes, because of their own lack of involvement in their own education, that they're not real sympathetic plaintiffs, but it doesn't change the fact that the school
how many
needs to
of us
educate them.
have gone to college or graduate where we've seen this go on, not just at UNC, but with a wink and a nod, the stars got a bit of a pass.
The university has one obligation, and that is to provide the opportunity for an education. There's a counterparty, the student, that must actually put some effort.
You've left out, like, drinking.
Well, right, if you think about it, if there's a student that spent more time drinking beer than going to class and he fails out because of that.
But I'm being facetious to make a point.
Right, but are we going to sue the university because they didn't provide a nanny to oversee the beer drinking students?
So you're saying that this guy should have been aware, hey, look, you're acting like an idiot. You're getting high grades being an idiot. But that's not right.
This guy is going to sham classes. This is beyond not showing up for a class that you signed up for. This is the school purposely providing classes that are not real and encouraging, if not demanding, that the athletes
a lot of his
go to
classes
them.
were real. He just got good grades.
Right. Neil, I
passing
got to tell
grades.
you, no, I don't know that they're real because these are classes that didn't require a student to show up.
They required
you,
though, to draft a paper. And if he had prepared that paper in earnest rather than relying on somebody else's work or plagiarizing, then he wouldn't have been in the situation he's in. So there's loads of students that went to.
Well, none of this would have happened had he become a big star, right? Because no one would look at this now. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of college athletes, very few do.
Right, and what's going on here, the investigation uncovered evidence that the school really is creating a whole system to foster this kind of lack of accountability.
So where do you stand? That the school is what?
I think the school is liable for a breach of contract. Now, contract law is going to require...
Then all athletes who miraculously get nice grades at schools across the country and they're not there or they're really kind of mailing it in, all those schools are responsible.
Well, I think only if the schools are going as far as UNC did here, which was beyond just kind of looking the other way and all the way over that line to actually creating a sham class.
Final word.
Bottom line is, if you cheat, there's consequences, and these are the consequences of cheating. You could have taken physics, you chose the easy way out.
Well, what if you didn't take physics, but you still took the easy way out?
Well, I mean, right here, what we're seeing is cheating.
Okay.
There's no other way about it.
We'll see what happens. But it's kind of weird. And that all this came together because the school knew that something was going to happen.
Just provide them an education. How hard is that? You're a school.
You're a school. All right. Did any of you just hear that as we were talking? I swear I just heard Christmas music. You can't.